from the previous show, Arise and Shine, in the corridors of this studio, I met Kalmajong and he said, Mata, meaning good morning, Uganda. A very fresh Friday, and this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall be glad and rejoice in it. Bill Clinton Wahereza and Livingstone Kawese for sign languages to give you today's news updates and in brief. To begin with, what is in our daily monitor, what is in the papers of today. I will begin with the daily monitor. A-level results, test, science policy win. For all those that were waiting, wait for no more. Page 7 and 6 has all this for you. Fuel crisis, fears grow over truck strikers. Yeah, that is also in our daily monitor, and you shall get it on page 9 of today's daily monitor. Truck crashes into school and kills people. The driver of a truck lost control and rammed into the face of the Candy Kids Nursery and Primary School in Kira Municipality, Wakiso District. If you have your children there or beloved ones there, you know, transacting anything there, please rush to page 3 and see what is happening in such a school. 100 church members go missing. Wow. Page 4 has those story for you of today's daily monitor. Then government unveils HIV self-test kit for the students. Page 4 of today's monitor has the details of the story for you. Office of the Prime Minister saga, 2,000 bags of maize abandoned as Kalamoja starves. Details on page 5 of today's New Vision. Women's Day, Future My September is an angel, says former street vendor. And then I am the one who uncovered all the mismanagement at NSSF. Amongi says, you shall continue to know what's from the NSSF saga on page 7 of today's daily monitor. Serere and Omoding Serere's Omoding sign pact with NRM. Serere County MP Emmanuel Amoding and the National Resistance Movement Secretary on a memorandum of understanding signed with the independent legislator as Tango Doi, the NLM Secretariat. Wow, if you want to know what ties or what is happening with Serere and the NRM, you shall visit today's New Vision. Meet the woman in the music kitchen. Page 35 to 36. That is it for our local updates, and in brief, more details of these stories in our local segments at noon. To begin with what is happening outside the Pearl of Africa, the US millions to capture DR Congo rebel. The United States is offering a reward of up to $5 million, that is 4.1 million euros, for information that helps capture the leader of rebel group in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo, which ties to the Islamic State group. The U.S. State Department said under the command of Seka Musa Baluku, the Allied Democratic Force had killed, maimed, raped, and abducted civilians, including these children. The ADF leader is originally from Uganda, where the group first carried out attacks in the 1990s. In 2021, the U.S. labeled the ADF a terrorist organization. It is one of the dozens of armed groups active in the eastern DR Congo. And in Nigeria, the second place candidate in Nigeria's election, Atiku Abubakar, has joined the third placed Peter Oboy in saying he will change the result in court. Mr. Abubakar of the main opposition, DPP, called the result a rape of democracy after getting 29% of the vote. And in the US, 2 men in the US state of Kansas have been arrested on suspicion of allegedly sending aviation technology to Russia. Cyril Grigory Bayevonsky of 59 and Douglas Robertson of 55 owned and operated the Canras Trading Company. The two conspired to skirt the U.S. export laws to sell sophisticated aviation equipment to Russia, says the Department of Justice. And in Russia, President Vladimir Putin says a Ukraine sabotage group entered a Russian border region on Thursday and opened fire on civilians in a terror act. The government of Bryansk region said saboteurs from Ukraine had fired at a civilian car in Lubchen, a border village, killing 2 men and wounding a 10-year-old boy. Kyiv strongly denied the Russian claim, and the alleged incident has not been independently verified. In the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has told his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov to end this war of aggression against Ukraine. The remarks are the first Mr. Blinken has made face-to-face to Mr. Lavrov since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion more than a year ago. The two met briefly on the sidelines of the G20 summit in India's capital, Delhi on Thursday. And still in Greece, previously unpresent, the death toll from Tuesday's train crash in Greece has increased to 57. A coroner has told the press. Eleni Zagledou, one of the 10 coroners working on the investigation, said that DNA had been taken from 57 intact bodies. A government minister during Greece's economic crisis in the 2000s had contributed to a lack of investment in the railways. Rail Works held a one-day strike on Thursday following the disaster, blaming government's neglect. And more than 200 people protested for a second day in Athens and Thessaloniki, shocked by the disaster near the city of Larissa. In South California, the disgraced lawyer has been found guilty of murdering his wife and son to distract from his multi-million-dollar financial crimes. The jury deliberated for less than 3 hours before convicting Alex Mata, 54, of 2 counts of murder at the end of a 6-week trial. He faces 30 years of life in prison without a parole for each murder charge. That is it for you from our news desk. These are the news in brief and updates. More of these stories in details, you shall have them in the afternoon bulletin with Mercy Gashegu Shembatia, and continuous of this at 4 with the news desk. We continue to inform you that South Sudan, Abuna Kayanja is coming for you, and for all those that might not make it, we shall make sure you have all this equipment with you on screen, and every message shared with you on your different platforms of Channel 44. And we continue to inform you as well, Madam Mami, the mother of this ministry, our own Dr. Jessica Kayanja, is inviting all women of this nation to a women's conference, to a women's prayer day, to a women's intercession day. Come and claim what is yours. Come and hear what the Lord says about you in such a time. I was informed that not only women are attending this same prayer day, but women, men, you're also invited. Men who also are expecting to have wives or want to make wives, this is also a golden opportunity for you. And of course, all these things make lots of sense when you know on which platforms to get us from. I was so challenged yesterday when I moved somewhere, and my brothers, Prince and Jethro, were asking me, where do we get you? We haven't seen you on TV. So we continue to inform you on different platforms, and on every satellite, we came for you. We are available for you. And to break it down for you, DSTV, we are on 297, and then Go TV, we are on 812, then Zuku TV, we are on 290, Azam TV, we are on 056, then Azam TV, we are on 152 rather, then free to air, we are on 12, then StarTime satellite, we are on 568, and we continue to inform you those with mobile televisions, I mean phones, we are also on Your TV. We are also on Afro Mobile app, we are also there, and Airtel TV, all in the names of the best name in television, Channel 44. You shall get us there. Stay blessed. Shalom.